Hey guys, Malachite here. I just kind of wanted to weigh in on a subject that everyone's kind of been mentioning in passing, which is friendships, particularly online friendships and making friendships online. You can definitely make friendships online. My best friend, who is now my roommate, I have known her. She's much younger than me, and I have known her for, I think we figured up almost 10 years the other night. She's my best friend. In 2011, she moved down here and we decided to be roommates. I'm gonna move this a little. It was just on a whim. I was like, why don't you just move down here? And she's like, cool, okay. So she's moved down here and we became roommates, and I think it's been a really good move for her. She's got lots of friends down here and a great job and things like that. We like being roommates. We're still best friends. We do things together. We get along really, really well. She's the best friend I've ever had because she accepts me for me, and she's the best friend I've ever had in my life. And I met her on LiveJournal through a Harry Potter community, and at the time I was sorted into Slytherin House, which I'm a Hufflepuff, but that's how the true Harry Potter website now sorts me. But at the time I was sorted Slytherin, and she also was sorted Slytherin, and that's how we met. And once we got to talking, we decided to start chatting on MSN Messenger. We had the same sense of humor, and we chatted almost every night, and then we kind of lost touch, and then we went back to chatting. And in 2010, when my whole life went to hell, she chatted with me every single night to get me through that whole period. And then we chatted almost every single night on Messenger until she moved here. So, and now we talk every single night almost. She works a lot of hours now, so it's a bit different, but we're still best friends. So that's a testament right there to the fact that you can make friends online. I dated a girl for almost 3 years that I met online, and I'm not going to go into why we broke up, except that it was amiable and that we were still friends. It was long distance, which is difficult, and she's the best girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever that I've ever had. It was the healthiest relationship that I've ever had, and it was the most fun with anyone I've ever dated in my life. And that was online. Almost all my friends are exclusively online. I have a lot of trouble meeting people in person because I know it doesn't seem like it, but I'm extremely introverted. I'm kind of shy, I'm awkward, and I just have a lot of trouble meeting people. With some of the illnesses I have to cancel things sometimes, and it frustrates people. I try not to do that, but sometimes I have to, so that gets very frustrating. The friends that I had for like 8 years, anytime my bipolar would flare up, they just didn't want anything to do with it. You know, I must be faking it or whatever. Oh yes, you know, or just things like that. And at the end of 2010, when I got the severe vertigo, I assure you guys, I was not faking that. I am not faking that. It is genuine. I've had nurses see it. I've had doctors see it. I've been in the neurological ward of a hospital because they gave me so much meclizine. I had probably 400 milligrams of meclizine in me. I don't even know. They gave me so much stuff to try to get the attack to go away, and it just wouldn't go away. So they had to put me in the hospital. So I assure you it's real. And they basically kind of ditched me as friends. I'm sure it was a two-way street. I'm sure I did stuff that sucked. I mean, it's not always a one-way street, but those friendships were extremely unhealthy. They were really bossy with me and overbearing, and the friendships were extremely unhealthy, and not a single one of those was made online. They were all made in person. For example, like my haircut, I would have been talked out of this haircut. The way I dress, like the way I wear my makeup now with the darker eyeshadow, I would have been told it was too dark. I was always told sometimes that my hair was too black. The reason that I wore guys' clothes so much sometimes I think was because I like them, number one, but number two, my best friend at that time was constantly trying to put me into women's clothes that I didn't like, to change me, to force me to be someone I wasn't. Now I wear them because I like them. I have a skirt on right now because it's comfortable, because I like it. It was $3 and I like it. It's comfortable. It feels like I'm wearing no pants. Okay, I know that's a little bit too much TMI, but it does. It's comfortable. But I have more freedom to be myself because I don't feel like I'm being oppressed by people who didn't appreciate me for me, even though they said they did. And my online friends appreciate me for me. What you see is what you get with me online. I'm me. This is me. What you see is what you get. If I'm in makeup on YouTube, it's because I like to wear makeup. This is what I do when I go out of the house. So I don't go out a lot. I like to play with makeup. I like to play with my clothes. I like to dress up. So, why not? I'll do it for YouTube. Sometimes I just do it around the house because I want to. Even if I'm not going to make a video. I used to do that all the time. It's just fun for me. Also, it helps fight depression. If I get up, if I put my face on, if I fix my hair, fix my bangs, if I you know, if I put some clothes on instead of just sitting around in my pajamas, it's helpful for me, depression wise, to do that. But what you see is what you get. What I say is what I mean, and that's that. So my online friendships are as real as any friendships that I would make in real life, as people like to call it, which I don't understand what real life. The internet is real life. There are people that are ingenuine on the internet. That happens, that is the case, but they're flushed out pretty quickly. But I feel really, really blessed by the friends that I've made on the internet. There are people on the internet that I've known for 10 years, that I've had since I got a computer. I've watched them get partners. I've watched them have children that are growing up. You know, I've watched them finish school. I've watched some of them grow up. I've lost touch with some of them and gotten back in touch with some of them, and picked up right where we left off. And I just feel blessed to know all these people. And I don't know where I'd be without them. So, you know, and we have a lot in common. We share love of the same TV shows, things like that, so it's easy to have things to talk about. But then that bond grows deeper as you learn more about the person, and you find out, hey, you know, I've got a lot of other things in common with this person. I've met fellow pagans without even meaning to, which has been pretty cool. You know, This song is distracting me because it just keeps getting faster and faster and faster. What is this? Oh, it's the witch's reel. That's why. I can just barely hear it in the background. I was like, why is this getting faster and faster? It's like getting my attention. Squirrel. Anyway, so, you know, and I send Christmas cards to these people. I've seen some friends, like I had one friend that never thought she would get married, never would fall in love. I saw her fall in love and get married. You know, how great is that? You know, I have friends from all different countries all over the world, you know, that I get to share things with. I get Christmas cards from all over the world. I get to send Christmas cards all over the world. Christmas cards, Yule cards. I kind of celebrate it both ways. I mean, to me, it doesn't matter what I call it. It's still a pagan holiday. It belonged to us in the beginning anyway. If you call it Christmas, it doesn't really matter. 6 half dozen the other, still ours. So yeah, I just, you know, so that's my take on it. Internet friends are just as dear to my heart as anyone that I would know here in my hometown, and sometimes even more so, because they and the people that I have met through YouTube so far appreciate me for me. And once I lost that group of friends and started picking myself up and dusting myself off, especially this year, I have decided to live my life just like I want to live it. I want to shave my hair, I'm going to shave my hair. If I want to pierce my nose and I can afford it, I'm going to pierce my nose. If I want to get a tattoo, I'm going to get a tattoo. I'm going to live my life the way I want to live my life, as long as I'm not hurting anybody else. I don't ever want to hurt anybody else. I don't want to hurt an animal. I don't want to hurt a person. But if I'm not hurting anyone else, I want to have the life that I want to have. I want to live as who I am completely, and that is my complete intention for the rest of my life. I'm going to be 42 this year, the perfect number according to Douglas Adams, which is the only thing that's making it easier. But I see no reason to be a people pleaser anymore. So what you see is what you get, but know that that I send much love out all the time with every video, and that I'm glad all of you watched. I'm glad for my new subscribers so much, and I'm glad I say things that all of you, want to hear. And on that note, I will close, and thank you for watching, and blessed be.